This week we're off around beautiful Cornwall to show you how to make the most of your Sunday. From hidden gems to delicious spots, get ready for the ultimate Cornish Sunday adventure. Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. Sunday in Cornwall is always one of those days where there's lots going on and there's always lots of things to do. So come and spend a Sunday with me and we're going to kick off at Portscatho on the Roseland with a bowl of my favourite tomato soup from the Hidden Hut. Freshly made daily and cooked in the outdoor beach kitchen, these Sunday soups never disappoint. Now the Hidden Hut is run by Simon Stallard, who is a very well-renowned Cornish wood-fired chef, and I've never ever had a bad meal or bad food that Simon's cooked. I've been to his pub, The Standard, I've been to one of his feast nights, and the Hidden Hut, which is an old National Trust cafe that Simon took over some years ago and converted into a bit of a foodie destination here on Porthcurnick in the Roseland. And it's fair to say this place has a bit of a cult following. The food here in general is amazing. All cooked outside over fire and wood. It's one of those days where the weather could turn, might not. The sun's out, it's not out, it's raining, it's not. So we'll make the most of it. Let's go and get some delicious soup and go for a walk over the beautiful headlands looking out over St Mawes. It can get busy here at the Hidden Hut during the holiday season or on a sunny day, so try and get down by 12 for the start of lunch service if you can. Hiya, can I get the tomato soup and a flatbread, please?
Yeah. Anything else?
That's it, thanks. Great vibes, great view, amazing soup. Just look at all those toppings. Heaven. And it does make me feel very healthy. So the best way to start your Sunday is, of course, with some homemade tomato soup from the Roseland at the stunning Portscatho Hidden Hut with a beautiful view over Porthcurnick Beach just down there. It's probably the healthiest thing I eat all week. So good. And a beautiful view. Some of the best wood-fired food in Cornwall. And we're using local produce from the Roseland. Big up Simon Stallard and the Hidden Hut, and make sure you add a visit to your to-do list. Even Jay Rayner has been, and he said, one of Cornwall's great food pleasures. Now, after some beautiful soup, we're on the southwest coast path, heading to Pendower Beach. The view from up here is simply stunning. And on a clear day, you can see for miles. Perfect way to work off that tomato soup. Porthcatho to Pendower Beach is a circular walk from Porthcatho along 2 miles of beaches around Gerrans Bay, which were once used by Porthcatho smugglers to land contraband and strewn with the wreckage of sailing ships that overshot Falmouth Harbour and ran aground on the Whelps. There are 5 beaches along this route, and as I said, stunning coastal views and great photo opportunities. It's actually not too steep, this coast path, so it's a beautiful walk. There's a nice bench halfway down by the sort of Coast Guard lookout, and an amazing view out onto the English Channel when the weather's clear. Bit windy today, kind of might rain, but absolutely loving it. I think this is one of the best things about being in Cornwall, is being outdoors, exploring the beautiful coastline and coast paths. Nothing better. Happy Sunday. To me, this is absolutely what living here is all about, getting out and exploring the coastline and the amazing beaches that we have here in Cornwall. And so far, the rain is holding off, which is a bonus. Time to head about 5 miles down the road now to the beautiful St Mawes, down some proper Cornish country lanes. And just like that, we're in one of my favourite places in the Roseland, St Mawes. Absolutely stunning little fishing port and harbour. And I love walking around here. There's some beautiful food you can get, and I am going to go and find myself a little sweet snack. I would normally head to the amazing ladies at St Mawes Seafood, but today I fancy something sweet, so I'm off to the Bara bakery. If you've not tried their pastries and cakes, you need to. So I am in the Bara bakery in St Mawes, one of my favourite little coffee and cake places for a beautiful black coffee. And a lovely slice of chocolate brownie. Look at that. The cakes in here are so good. All homemade, beautiful. Coffees are really good as well. But yeah, the cakes in here are beautiful. When I stay in St Mawes, I always come in here in the morning for a black coffee and one of their pastries. The pastries are huge, like pan of chocolate on steroids. But yeah, recommend it. The Bara Bakery, St Mawes. There's a few other ones in Cornwall as well, but this one is great because beautiful location for it. It certainly is a beautiful location for it, and that brownie was to die for. Now for a little walk around St Mawes. The popular yachting mecca of St Mawes sits on the Purcell River facing across to Falmouth. St Mawes Castle guards the harbour from its lofty perch, alongside its larger neighbour, Pendennis Castle. I do love a good walk around St Mawes, and it always reminds me of my birthday. We used to come down here, before we moved to Cornwall anyway, we used to come down here every November, and I love Cornwall in November because it's really quiet. You get the beaches to yourself and it's just really nice. But yeah, walking around St Mawes is a beautiful little place, lots of little shops to explore and brilliant places to eat. Definitely recommend the Watch House if you want a nice meal out in St Mawes, really good place. But yeah, just somewhere I love to explore and walk around, and always makes me feel happy coming here. You can also catch the daily ferry from St Mawes to Falmouth, but we're heading back to another one of my favourite places, and that is of course Charlestown, and the sun's out to greet us. And of course the best way to end the perfect Sunday in Cornwall is with a Cornish roast. And that's why I'm in Charlestown to head to one of my favourite restaurants, the Pier House, and enjoy some Sunday beef. We'll see you there. Oh, but first, Jordan has some Sunday jokes for you. Check it out. Okay, Sunday jokes.
Okay, Sunday jokes for the day. Why are most ghosts vegan?
Why are most ghosts vegan?
Because it's supernatural.
Because they're supernatural, not it.
No, because being vegan, it's natural.
Okay, what's the next one?
The next one, what has 4 wheels and flies?
Superman.
No, it's a garbage truck. Flies. And a garbage truck has 4 wheels. Well, it could have 6.
Some amazing jokes there from Jordan, but where does he get them all from? Well, it wouldn't be Sunday without a roast dinner, and this is one of the first I've had in a while, as I've been saving myself for a month or so. The great thing about the Pier House is that they serve roasts until 8 PM, so you can enjoy your day before filling your stomach to the max and then sitting back in that chair and falling asleep. Recently featured in the Times Top 100 Places to Stay in the UK in 2025, the restaurant is stunning and overlooks the UNESCO harbour. The staff here are always fab and the food is always good. There's very much a nautical theme to the building, which is very fitting with its coastal location. So a bit of Cornish beef and pork to finish up the Sunday is what's on the menu today. Or lamb, but I'm not a fan. And of course with a good helping of extra gravy, and then a few pints of Corev to end the day, looking out over St Austell Bay. You'll often find me here on a Sunday. It's a great way to finish the day, catch up with friends and locals, and reflect on the week ahead. Anyway guys, as always, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.